All right, moving on. Next Sunday, we're expecting an amazing showdown for the 8:20 game. The Kansas City Chiefs are facing off against the Buffalo Bills in a matchup that at the start of the season people were expecting to be a potential AFC Championship game. But after KC starts, the doubters are beginning to kind of creep in, and they're kind of looking right. Even in their win against the Eagles this past weekend, they still weren't convincing. They allowed the Eagles to score over 30 points. And on the other side, the Bills are on a 3 game winning streak and are just fresh off of spanking the Texans 40 to nothing. Yes, you heard that right, 40 to nothing. I don't even know what sport allows people to score 40 to nothing. They should just call it like 20. But I guess my question will go to you this time, Brandon. Who do you have winning this game on Sunday?
I've got the Bills, and I think if this ends up being an AFC Championship game, I've got the Bills again later on. Um, we know what the Chiefs' offense is. Anybody who's been listening the last couple of episodes has heard me and probably thinks I'm the biggest Chiefs hater. But what I keep trying to reiterate is if your defense sucks that much, your quarterback can't dig you out every single week. It's just not plausible. I mean, the Eagles put 30 on them. They lost, but they still put 30 on them. All it takes is for you to hold Mahomes and the Chiefs offense essentially under 30, which has been done and has been close to being done a few times. Usually they're averaging about 33 and a half points a game. They scored 42, so obviously there's one on the lower side there, which was the Chargers game. Um, it's possible. You just need the right D to do it. And they're averaging about 31 points allowed. So you can put 30 on them. You can put 30 on them if you're an average offense. So if you're a great offense like the Bills, you could probably put 40 on them. And they've got a really hot defense. I think I didn't see the stat. I don't remember it. It was like in the last 3 games they've outscored their opponents 118 to 21 or something insane like that. They've got a good defense. I know that defense wasn't highly rated going into the season, but it's performing. And they're allowing on average 11 points a game. Basically, they just got to keep the Chiefs under 30, and they've got it. And it looks like they'd be able to do it.
Jen, who do you have winning that game?
I think KC's going to pull out the win. I mean, you look at what happened with the Bills. They've been playing, sub 500 teams, up until this point, and they essentially played a third string quarterback last week. It it seems like they haven't built the same offense that built last year. There's definitely multiple holes on that defensive line. Same thing in the secondary. And I think KC is going to be prepared for this game. It might actually be a low scoring game. Shore up their defense. And week 5 is also where we're going to see Josh Gordon coming up. I think he's definitely going to be that extra piece of weapon that the Kansas City has. That moving forward. All you got to do is lay off the bong for the next 8 to 10 weeks, and he'd be good.
Mm. I mean, do you have anything to add, Brandon, or are we at the end of the show?
I mean, I'm glad they added Josh Gordon. I like Josh Gordon. I hope he plays. Their problem was on defense, so that doesn't solve their problem. They might get a few extra plays out of him. I know he can make big catches, but their problem is defense. If the Eagles can put 30 on you, that's a problem. The Eagles have had trouble against less intense teams, and they put 30 on the Chiefs. So all you need is a offense better than the Eagles,